this video is for Math 95, and this is the last of the quadratic formula and quadratic equation assignments that we're going to talk about. And this one is on applications. And the idea here is that if you make a graph, let's say, where time is on the x-axis and height is on the y-axis. This is probably going to go outside of the camera. But if you throw something up in the air, straight up in the air, and let it fall back down, well then if you record the height where it is over a period of time, right, you're going to get a graph that is a parabola like this. And at the peak of its height, that's going to be right up here, and then it's going to start falling again. Okay? And over on this side, this is where it's rising. And this is the peak of the height. Okay? And so that's the vertex of the parabola. So these questions that we're going to look at are going to be asking you about, well, let's see, what exactly does it say? Maximum height. It's going to be asking you about the maximum height. Okay. So we're going to find, to do that, we're going to find the vertex, okay? The x-coordinate will be the time that it reaches the maximum height, and then the y-coordinate will be how high off the ground it is, okay? So let's erase this and take a look at the actual problems, and we'll see how they go. So, problem 2. We've got a soccer ball kicked straight up in the air, initial velocity of 40 feet per second. The key here is the equation that we're given where the height is equal to negative 16t squared plus 40t. After how many seconds does the ball reach its maximum height? What is that maximum height? How long is the ball in the air? Okay. So T, H, and then this one is going to be T as well. So the key here, find the vertex. Minus B over 2A. In this case, we're working with T rather than X. That doesn't make any difference. Our B is 40, so we'll do negative 40 over 2 times negative 16. Negative 40 over negative 32 is going to be, let's see, what is that? Positive 5/4, 1.25 seconds. Okay? T equals 1.25 seconds. So what that's saying is that in this graph that we were just talking about, that peak is coming at 1.25 seconds. Now to find out how high off the ground the ball is, we're going to need to plug that into this formula right here. So we're going to do negative 16 times 1.25 squared plus 40 times 1.25. So let's see here. 40, 1.25. 25 feet. Oh, are we measuring this in feet? Let's see here. Yeah, feet. Okay, that's 1.25 seconds. At that point, this is going to be 25 feet in the air. And then how long is the ball in the air? Well, you could do a couple things here, okay? So long as this is starting at 0, 0, then this symmetry means that this is going to come back down. This is the midpoint right here, so this is going to be 2.5 seconds. To find that out for sure, take our equation and set the height equal to 0. Okay, now you might think, well, this is kind of a pain to run this through the quadratic formula, but again, you don't have to do that. Just factor out the t, negative 16t plus 40. So this says t equals 0. Yeah, that's one place where the ball is on the ground, is at t equals 0. This one will be the other answer. Set that equal to 0. 40 equals 16t. T is 40 over 16, which is 5 over 2, or 2.5. Okay. So let's put that answer in there. 2.5 seconds. All right. So that's what these problems are all about. You'll have one very much like this on the final exam. So let's look at another example of this. Okay, problem 4. Here we have a stone is tossed upwards with an initial velocity of 72 feet per second from a height 800 feet above the surface of the earth. Okay, so in this case our height, negative 16t squared plus 72t plus 800. So these ideas get, we study them a little bit more in like a physics class or in a calculus class. We dig into this a little bit deeper about how do these equations get built up and what do these numbers actually represent. But for our class, we'll just work on finding the maximum height and the vertex, because that's what we're focused on here. After how many seconds does the stone reach its maximum height? Okay, and B, what is that maximum height? All right, so we need to know the vertex. Okay, T is going to be negative B over 2A, so that's negative 72 over 2 times negative 16. And let's see, so what is that going to be? Looks like 9/4, 2.25. If you do 72 divided by 32, you should get 2.25. Let's go ahead and double check that. Yeah, okay, good. So T is 2.25. Now for the height, we need to plug it in here. 2.25 squared, 72 times 2.25 plus 800. Now, if you get stuck and you find yourself getting wrong answers when you're trying to make calculations, then break it down. Do each calculation separately and then add them up. You know, making a lot of calculations all at once can sometimes lead to making mistakes. Okay, and so don't get frustrated. Just break it down, do it in smaller pieces, and then do more of the calculation yourself. So let's see here. Negative 16. 2.25 squared. So I'll go ahead and do that on this one. This is going to be negative 81. 72 times 2.25, 162, and 800. And so now we can just add these up. 800, 162, negative 81. So this is going to be 881, and I think we were working in feet on problem 4. Yeah. Okay. So that's how these problems work. And next week we've got one more week of assignments left. I'll get those posted, and then after that I'll make a video for a sample final exam so that we can review for the final. Okay, so as always, if you have any questions on this, please let me know. Thank you.